What's up guys, welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War video. And guys, today's video is a follow-up on the video I did just barely about the Red Door on Xbox. So the Red Door is the closed internal alpha for Black Ops Cold War. This is what Treyarch has actually been using to develop the game and playtest the game at home. Because of COVID-19, Treyarch is not going into the office to work on the game, so they have to be able to work on it from home, so they have to be able to playtest it on these systems. So the Red Door showed up on PlayStation about a month and a half ago, and just a couple of days ago it showed up on Xbox, and we have gotten more information about it since it has showed up on Xbox. And a couple things, people have actually been able to download this game onto their systems. Some people haven't been able to play it. It's not like you can like hop in, play some multiplayer, play some zombies, or do whatever. No, there's only so much you can do with this download, but it's like 80 whatever gigabytes that they're able to download. And when they do download it, it actually shows up as an icon on their console that says the Red Door, but the name for it is Call of Duty Black Ops CIA. So, I mean, once again, this confirms that this is Call of Duty. This isn't a new game called The Red Door. This is a Call of Duty game. It's a Black Ops game. We also found that out through, like, the actual code for this, that it's the closed internal alpha. But it says here it's Call of Duty Black Ops CIA. So people are like, whoa, CIA. Like, wait, this is a totally different, like, name for the game. It's not Black Ops Cold War. It's called Black Ops CIA. What does that mean? No, guys, this doesn't mean the name is being changed. It's actually just Call of Duty Black Ops, same as it was on PlayStation, but the reason why CIA is in here is because it's called Closed Internal Alpha. That's all CIA stands for. It doesn't stand for Central Intelligence Agency. No, it's Closed Internal Alpha, so it's Black Ops. It's basically what this game is called, Call of Duty Black Ops. So, I mean, this also lines up with some of the other leaks and stuff that we got, that maybe this year's Call of Duty game was going to be called Call of Duty Black Ops, just straight up, not Black Ops Cold War or whatever. But I mean, it also kind of confirms it because people are able to boot up the game and were able to find that same logo that they found on PlayStation, where it shows Call of Duty Black Ops and actually shows the logo for this year's game, as well as whatever else in the background. I did a video about this back in the day on PlayStation. It's the same exact screen, same exact like image, so if you guys haven't seen that and want any more information on that, you guys can go and check that video out. But everywhere is reporting that players weren't able to actually get past this screen, that they need to enter a code to get past this. So I mean, you needed like a code, you needed to be able to like get a way to download this, and then you also need another code inside it, which is most likely just Activision's way and Treyarch's way of trying to deter people from actually getting in if they're not supposed to, which, I mean, works because people aren't able to get in past this because they don't have a code issued to them from Treyarch. But that isn't all that we were able to pull out of this. People are actually able to pull out a lot of text strings, and they posted this in a paste bin, so I'm going to try and link this to you guys, but if I can't, just try and Google it. Basically, it's just a bunch of like actual data mined game code that people are able to post online, and in this game code there's a bunch of stuff that's kind of interesting. It's not anything like game breaking that like gives us a lot of information, it's just some kind of interesting information leaked about this game. So the first thing about this is that it says it's published by Activision, which also lines up with the fact that the name for it is literally Call of Duty Black Ops. So this isn't, you know, some weird like third party maybe indie dev game. No, like this is an Activision game titled The Red Door, but it's also titled Call of Duty Black Ops. So this is this year's game right here, 100%. And then it also talks about like Xbox Gold, and also about like the images and like the icons, stuff like that. So there's a bunch of like text and like data mine stuff and like all this stuff going on about the code for just the game or this app itself. But then, as we go down in here, it actually goes up for a product description. It says, there is more than one truth. If you go looking for answers, be ready to question everything and accept that nothing will ever be the same. The Red Door awaits. Do you dare step through it? So, same exact description we got when it was leaked, actually on the Xbox store as well. So, same thing. What do you guys think that means? I don't know. On here it shows a bunch of markets that the game is available in. It basically shows like every market in the world where like the games are sold. So it shows all those markets in there. Also kind of gives an age rating, which goes through all the different like game rating systems or whatever. So like the ESRB and PEGI and whatever else, and actually rates the game, which is interesting. One thing kind of interesting that I saw in here was that it says that it is Xbox console gen optimized console gen 8 and Xbox console gen compatible console gen 9. And the 9th generation of consoles is the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. That's interesting that it shows up in here. It's like, hey, Xbox console gen compatible, console gen 9. So it says it's compatible with Gen 8, so that's the Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, and of course, like obviously PlayStation 4 and whatever else too, but we're talking about like the Xbox version here. And it also says it's compatible with the Xbox Series X. So interesting there. I mean, I'm sure Treyarch has dev kits, every Activision studio has dev kits for the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. So obviously they're going to put out some sort of update for this game on these new systems. So, I mean, once again, just kind of confirms it here in the game code, is that I'm sure they have people testing these on Xbox One X dev kits, but also probably Xbox Series X dev kits as well. Another thing in here that it showed is that it says product group name Zeus, and then in another part it says Project Zeus in here. So once again, here's another thing. It confirms some of those leaks we've been getting for like months now, where people in the community have said, hey, I've received word from leakers within Treyarch or whatever saying that this year's game is codenamed Project Zeus, and that shows up here in the actual game code for the game saying that it's codenamed Project Zeus. So once again, bringing more credibility to a bunch of those leaks. And another point, it was saying that the original release date for this was May 1st, 2020. So obviously that's not when the game releases, that's when this actual alpha release. So, I mean, it makes sense because COVID really hit probably around March and stuff. So it probably took them a while to actually develop this and to actually be able to put it out through the Microsoft Store and through the PlayStation Store and stuff. That way, developers and playtesters can actually get their hands on it and start testing it and stuff. So, I mean, it makes sense. May 1st is apparently when this came out, and they were able to start working on this, at least on Xbox consoles, from home. And then it also says that the last modified date for it, the last time they actually put out an update for the Red Door on Xbox at least, was on July 14th, 2020. So it seems like they're constantly pumping out updates for this. I mean, that's what you'd expect during a game's development, is they're constantly tweaking stuff, adding stuff to this, testing it. Like, this is, like, obviously, like, what is being tested. I'm sure they have, like, private server somewhere that they're actually putting all the game files in, adding stuff, whatever else. But this is most likely just the testing stuff. So this is what they're actually giving out codes to for playtesters, and they're like, hey, so, you know, these few thousand people we have playtesting the game, here's the code for you to get into Black Ops Cold War, how to get into the game, and we developed a new multiplayer map. I want you guys to playtest it, tell me what you think, whatever else. Oh, there's a glitch over here. Okay, let's try and patch that up. Okay, test it again, yada, yada, yada. That's what they do, and that's what these updates are for. So it was last updated on the 14th, and I can guarantee it'll be updated many more times before the game comes out, before we actually get this game announced too. But that is pretty much it. That is all the stuff we were able to find in that text string that people were able to data mine right off the bat. I'm sure people are going to be able to get even more information out of this. So if people do, and we are able to get more information out of Black Ops Cold War about the Red Door, this closed internal alpha, then I'll make sure to make videos about them and let you guys know. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications on, that way you guys don't miss out on any more Black Ops Cold War news and information. And honestly, like, we're over halfway through July, we still don't have anything officially announced about the game, and that's why the community is so, like, intrigued and so into data mining these closed internal alphas in order to get any information about the game, because we are seriously so starved for information. We're like, come on, please just announce anything official, but they refuse to do so. So, I don't know. Until then, I guess all these leaks and stuff are going to have to do. So, there you guys go. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video. And like I said, if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel, and that's going to do it for our video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.